it is important. Like we have learned a lot of words, but if we don't know where we have to use that particular word, so all the things are we in vain. We have to use context also, where we have to use in which situation that word will be suitable.
Correct. Exactly.
So yeah, learning vocabulary is important, but learning how to use and where to use it is very important.
Correct.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Hi, Priyanka. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yeah, doing absolutely great. Hope the same from you as well.
And first of all, happy Diwali.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, in South India, we are celebrating today.
Okay, yeah. At my place also we are celebrating today and tomorrow also.
Oh,
So this
great. It's,
time we have 3 days for Diwali.
oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, great. But no, finally we connected. It's been
Connect
kind of a hide and seek. I don't know why, but both ends we had some issues.
problems. Yeah. And today also I didn't get time for a session at 12:30, but I hardly find time now because
No,
it's
that's why. That's
there's
why.
a lot of things. There are a lot of things to do.
No, that's why I keep telling people before connect. Make sure that you are not affected with any other stuff because that is also important, right? For you to focus on something really important for you.
But I feel whenever I feel like if someone is asking about conversation, I also feel energetic. I want to have at least one conversation in a day, and this is my first session, so yeah, that is why
Yeah,
I took
that's great. Anyway,
time
you
for it.
are taking time for this thing, and thank you for the time you're investing here today.
Yeah. So since we are meeting first time, so please tell me something about.
Okay, great. I'm basically from southern part of India, Tamil Nadu. My name is Arun Kumar. On the professional front, I have 15 years of experience into investment banking domain. I worked in few MNCs in the cities like Jaipur, Bangalore, Chennai. But right now, I'm in my hometown post COVID. So, on the personal front, I'm more of a fun-loving person. Like to interact with new people whenever the opportunity presents itself, and explore myself on different things like playing musical instruments, reading a lot of books related to leadership and management, and indulge myself in fun activities. So that's about more about me. I would like to
Okay.
know something great about you as well.
Okay. Why not? So, my name is Priyanka. I belong to Uttarakhand. After my marriage, I shifted in Gurugram, Haryana. Now I live in Gurugram, Haryana, and I have done masters in finance and marketing. Recently, I qualified UGC NET exam also. Now I'm preparing for an assistant professor job simultaneously here on a YouTube channel where I'm
Okay.
uploading this type of conversation video. It's my hobby. I love reading books and talking to people in English. That is why I created a YouTube channel where I'm uploading these type of videos. And because of my videos, I can interact with so many people. So that is more or less about me.
It's fantastic, amazing to see that you're multifaceted, doing so many things at one go. And good to know that you recently started looking for job also, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
What about you? What do you do in your spare time?
I just lie. I love reading books. The first thing I get up in the morning, I got few collections. I like reading books related, which are something inspirational in the first thing in the morning. I like others. I also getting myself immersed in getting the hang of this language. So I do all those things to consume a lot in the form of listening and reading. Other than my usual work, I do take a lot of time to listening and reading part. I focus more on these two aspects of language learning.
Listening and reading part. Okay. So things are you listening? Like you are listening to podcast or any Spotify access you have?
No, I always listen to speakers, motivational speakers. I have a list of speakers who are globally renowned. because they will share all their real life experiences. You can learn a lot from their speech, how they were able to come out of their struggles, how to face problems in daily life, what about solutions, how you can arrive at solutions without panicking, all those stuff. I listen
Can
to
you
those
share,
kind of, yeah.
can you share one or two names?
Yeah, Brian Tracy, Briantracy.
Yes, I don't know about him.
Yeah, he is a very world famous motivational speaker. So far, he did more than 5,000 seminars, and I've written almost more than 80 books. He's a renowned motivational speaker. He is right now octogenarian. You know, right? What is octogenarian? He is in the age of 80 years old. And few more speakers I listen to: Les Brown, Mel Robbins. I always listen to native speakers, mainly to improve pronunciation, all those stuff.
Is it your secret of English? You are speaking very nice. So, is it the
No,
secret you are listening to these kind of speakers?
I still consider myself lucky enough to listen to these people who share a lot of great insights, ideas, and inputs, which really helped me a great deal. In keeping myself motivated to listen to these people. I'm blessed enough to kind of get into this.
So, what is the secret of your English?
That's what I always make sure whenever the opportunity presents, I will just put myself into the stage in the sense, making the most of the opportunity you get to speak wherever you can. I will put myself, upfront to explore. I've done few impromptu speaking as well. Like in weddings, they ask you to do a bit of honor, right, for the bridegrooms. I've done that also, and mostly, if you still feel like that it's a secret, it's an open secret actually. So basically, it's my passion. That is the word I can use if you ask me any secret behind this.
Yeah.
English language is in my blood. I don't learn this language. I literally am living this language every day.
So, since how long you are learning this language?
I'm living this language almost for the past 30 years. Like
Okay.
more than 30 years, I can say.
Okay.
But
So, throughout this journey, what is the most important thing you learned?
for any language for that matter, communicate with clarity is so important. It's not about to show off your talent with speaking or listening. It's just a matter of conveying your message clearly to your recipients. That's more important. That is the hallmark of a good communicator. I can see myself a much improved communicator if I compare myself to my younger self right now. So,
Okay, yeah, we have to focus upon communicate well, not only listening and speaking or impressing people. We have to speak so people can understand what we are saying, what we want to say.
correct. See, first thing, you have to keep that thing out of your mind to impress others. That is not the reason. That should not be the reason you need to communicate. Your purpose to communicate should always be to create value to others, right? The moment you focus on creating value, you will not, have that fear of communicating, communicating better.
Yeah,
So that's all. Yeah.
yeah, that is nice. Okay, and what about grammar? Did you learn any grammar portion or just learned by speaking, listening?
No, I don't focus on grammar. I still make a lot of mistakes. But what I'm so good at, my strength is I speak fearlessly, not focusing too much on the grammar part. The moment you start, because it's pretty much like how we learn our mother tongue. We are
Hmm.
surrounded by people in an environment where they speak this your mother tongue day in and day out, right? You observe them and speak out. That is exactly how I pursue this language as well.
Yeah.
Grammar part you need to be good at only when you are a teacher. When you have to teach somebody academically, then you really need to be so good at grammar. That's so important. Grammar always play a big part if you want to be an hardcore teacher or helping someone to build their skills in the language learning.
There's so
That's
many people who always focus upon grammar and they are not able to learn this language. Even they learn whole grammar books, but still they are not able to learn grammar. So for that, you are a big example. They can learn from you. You haven't learned any grammar. Still, you are speaking in front of camera, in front of stranger. I'm a stranger.
see
So
the,
yeah, they can
the
also learn.
correct. See, majority of the problem with the learners is that putting too much pressure on themselves, just thinking
That's
always thinking about the uncontrollables. Focus on your strength, what you're good at. I'm able to make you understand, right? I'm quite clear in conveying my message, right?
yeah,
And I'm also able to get your message clearly. So what else you need? What is the need to focus on grammar here? But
correct.
still, no denying the fact grammar is important as long as you are a teacher. Grammar is always secondary. The more you speak fearlessly, automatically fluency will come to you. You can learn, but one thing is very important. You need to really work on your vocabulary. Always try to learn a new word from the context it's being used so that it will be easy for you to remember that particular word when you come across similar situation in different contexts. You can easily guess that particular word, which one to use where appropriately. So just randomly googling out some new words, memorizing it, it will not work as long as
Correct.
you are not using it.
It is important. Like we have learned a lot of words, but if we don't know where we have to use that particular word, so all the things are we in vain. We have to use context also, where we have to use in which situation that word will be suitable.
Correct, exactly.
So yeah, learning vocabulary is important, but learning how to use and where to use it is very important.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
have
So
a, yeah, yeah, tell me.
yeah. Yes, please. You are asking something.
Yeah, I told you, right? I watched one of your video with Surbi.
Yes.
It was long time back. I was literally surprised when you said that some company asked you to join, but still you were so reluctant to join them, thinking
Yeah.
that you were not good enough to teach. But Surbi gave you a perfect fitting answer,
Advice. Yeah.
right? She encouraged you to take up that accept that job, and that's the way to go about it. You never know when things will go in your favor, so just explore. There are so many right now, so many people waiting for the chance to happen. So
So
that's what I thought of asking you about that particular opportunity. So
yes.
right now, are you working with them or?
No, I haven't joined that company because that time I was not that much confident. I felt no, I have to learn a lot of grammar if I want to teach someone. So I have to learn a lot of grammar. I was good at conversations only. So I thought I should take at least 2 months more for learning grammar. But now I have started my own teaching. Like I started teaching online. There are so many students. They are coming, and I'm providing them sessions online. Now I feel confident. I have learned a lot of things related to grammar, and I'm able to teach some students. And there's
Okay.
few students they already learned from me, and now they are working in a company. So whenever
Oh,
they share their experience, I feel really motivated and I feel yeah I can change someone's life because English is very important. Without English people cannot get good jobs, and if I'm able to provide them a good job because of this English, so I'm not going to help them. So that is why I started teaching them, and whenever they share their experience, yeah, this is the real happiness.
that's what I'm wondering. Why, for what reason you initially, reluctant to accept that offer? You said like your hobbies are reading books and speaking to people, right? So what kind of books you read more often?
Yeah, nowadays I'm reading Atomic Habits.
Okay.
I read The Secret, Power of Subconscious Mind, A Bachelor in Goa. These kind of books
Oh,
I have. Yeah. And what
I
about you? You
know.
are
I know about the first two books you were saying, but not sure about the third one. Something about Goa. Is it related to travel? All those stuff?
yes, it is related to someone's experience. The Clapingo tutor sent me that book.
Oh,
He's the author of that book, so he sent me, and I read that book.
see,
It
that's
was
the one
amazing.
way. Okay, that's the one way of marketing, right?
No, they he sent me just free of cost because he finds somewhere I'm into reading, so that is why he sent me.
See, whichever way it comes to you, reading good books is always a treasure. It's a great companion to have. Books are always great companions.
And you said you are also into reading. So which kind of books you read? You said you love reading leadership, management kind of books. So
Correct.
please share if is there any interesting? So maybe I will buy. I will read.
Yeah, I would suggest if you are like if you want to lead a team in future, leadership is not restricted to only corporates or any specific domains. Leadership can work across industries. Even at home, also, you can lead the way you lead your life. So, leadership is all about no taking ownership and approachable, right? So, I would recommend you a few books like Eat That Frog. That book is more about how to stop procrastinating things.
Okay.
For example, if you have a checklist to-do list, if you prepare a to-do list, you will start doing the toughest thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, you will just complete the toughest thing, eating the toughest frog in the morning, so that you can focus on trivial ones later in the day. It will be easy for you to manage your work. That's what the book is all about. And second book I would recommend, I read more because see, I would suggest one thing. People have this misconception that just reading a book only once can bring them a lot of knowledge. No, it's not that way. You got to read a book at least twice or thrice to get deep into it, to get a deep insight about what being told in the book.
Correct.
For you to implement what's being told in the book, it will take ages. It's not that easy. That's why I like these specifically. I like reading books. Specific the amount of experience the author would have shared in the form of writing. Like you said, I'm also just started reading this Atomic Habits. It's really fantastic, right? Have you come across the chapter 2 minute rule
So
in that book? I guess you just started reading, I guess. So that
yes, I have
particular,
started only. There is 1%. 1%, like first
yeah,
chapter I have started. There is
I
1%.
understand. Taking 1% every
1%
single
rule.
day, by the end of 365 days, you would have completed 37.7.
37.
Yeah, something very inspirational. I always make sure whatever knowledge I get from the particular book, I will just share it with the others to ensure that I don't forget what I read first, right? First, I need to remember everything I read. So the best way to keep all in your memory is to share it with someone else. The point here is you getting mentored from someone else's experience and you are mentoring someone. So it's just a matter of passing the baton. So I always read books related to inspirational stuff, real life struggle, books related to real life struggle, how to handle difficult situations in life, and also about possible solutions to all the problems. Because when it comes to problems, we always deal with them one dimensional, right? Looking for a solution which actually favors us, but it should not be the case. You need to find a reason whether the other person who's dealing with the problem is valid enough to get that thing in his favor also. What I'm trying to say, you should be able to empathize. So I read majority of the books related to problem solving, to put it in a nutshell. I would like to really recommend. I think most people would have read this book, even would have suggested you as well. This one is mainly to how to connect with the people and make them your friends. How to win friends and influence people.
Yes, I have heard about this book also. There's
This
so
one
many
is
books lined up, but I don't have time to read. First, I
no.
want to
I
complete
would
that.
suggest you one thing. You can. That's what I do these days. Actually, every quarter, I make sure that I buy at least four combo books at a discount. On Snapdeal, I usually find these combo books with a reasonable discount, so that one quarter you can easily finish four book a month. Kind of. That's what actually I do. I ensure. You know one thing. The best part of reading books is you don't need to go anywhere to create your content for your channel.
Correct.
Just with a book, you can create 100 content. That's the beauty of reading a book.
Right.
You can just jot down points. From there, you can easily develop your content.
That is what I read somewhere yesterday. I was reading an article, and that time I read somewhere, if you want to build a reading habit, that you have to read every day in the morning. But if you want to create content for your channel, for anything, so what you have to do, you have to write about whatever
Yeah,
yeah. So you will get your content for your upcoming videos.
of
So
course.
that is, yeah, I have read. So yeah,
See,
it's helpful.
it's a
Do you
very
have
important.
any?
Yeah, it's a very important question, but maybe not related to what we are speaking. Changes you have. You believe in this idea, right? Change in life. Any change, new change in life. Why do you think people are so reluctant about change?
Interesting.
For example, any routine you're doing, you have your own to-do list, right? When something new come up, people tend to panic, like kind of juggling their activities. So change in any form, put it in simple term, change in any form.
Okay.
Okay, let me
So,
frame this
yeah.
question. Let me frame this question in such a way.
Yes, now I got your point.
Okay,
Change.
yeah,
Why people feel panic when is there any change? So
yeah.
I
Give
want to
me,
share.
give me in just three lines which you feel comfortable, whichever way you feel comfortable. Like
Okay.
put.
So yeah, you can relate with this line. On this earth, nothing is permanent. Only the change is permanent. So you can relate with this line. If people accept this, yeah, change is permanent. In every situation, we cannot be the same every time. And like even if we are thinking about our days are simple. Our day routine is always normal. But our day, like if we compare tomorrow, yesterday, the day are never be the same. There is something change, slightly change are available there. So in this way, like yeah, if we are in our comfort zone, we are doing our daily task, so we feel comfortable. But if there is something different come in our life, so we feel panic. Why? Because we are in our comfort zone. If there is a hardworking person, he or she feel, yeah, that is the opportunity for me. But some people don't feel that is opportunity. They become panic. In my case, I am very hardworking. I always keen to learn new things. So if there is any change, so I try to accept that change, and I try to learn something new from that change.
See, change, in my opinion, why people, if you want me to put it in this three lines, number one, it's breaking the routine, right?
Yeah,
Number two, it's time consuming to accept. Number three, it's a fear of unknown, not knowing exactly what's going to happen if I accept the change.
yeah.
So there are so many factors leading to refusing the change. We will discuss this particular topic when we get connect
Next
next time,
session.
because I can understand that we are running out of time
Yeah.
and you got a lot to do. So I just want to wrap this session up. But when we connect the next time, we will work more on this topic.
Yes, yes, sure.